Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've done one of these. So we're at MCM London. I'm going to be working the event, so you may not see like stuff around the convention, but you might see some stuff just be happening instead. So what I will try to do is I'll try to vlog a bit more, and because I get the opportunity to go in a little bit earlier than most other people, I'm going to see if I can vlog before the event starts, so you get like a quiet one, because when it's all busy and stuff, it's kind of a different atmosphere. So we get to do all the cool stuff before anyone else sees us, really. So yeah, that's the intent. I shall see you guys on the next one. I'm using your shoulder.
Yeah, like Bloodborne's the fastest one, and then Dark Souls 3. Yeah. And Dark Souls 1 is the middle down there. Because I like the fast pace.
I invited the Artorias figure that was in that discount.
Yeah. No, it wasn't 25.
God, be in my vlog.
85.
Hey, fans! What am I doing?
I don't know. What are we all doing tonight?
What are we all doing?
So day one of MCM is done, and as you can probably see, or at least you can hear, there's loads of people just socializing at the Fox, which is over here. And personally speaking, it's like that scene isn't really for me. I don't really go there per se. I just know that friends are there, so I kind of go hang out with them. And it is kind of weird for me personally today, because I was fasting usually. I was fasting yesterday, but the fasting got real bad to the point where I was like deteriorating at the end of the day. So I tried to take it a little bit easier. I don't think I'll be able to keep another fast tomorrow, and I kind of feel shitty about that, because I really don't like not being able to keep a fast, because it hurts my pride. But if I keep a fast, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to hurt myself more. So that's kind of the thing at the moment. So day one of MCM is done. I met up with a few friends, and I was working all day, as you probably may have guessed from the previous parts of the videos. I saw loads of my friends. Two of my friends were playing on stand, and I met one of the actresses from Black Panther, which is awesome. I'll talk about that after, maybe. Hopefully I'll get to see her again, but I don't know if that's a guarantee, highly unlikely. But it's just more like I want to be better, so that's all it is to it. So in the meantime, I shall see you guys on the next part.
Always when you're sick.
Busy. Hello. Just look at the people behind me. That's the people in front. There we go. Wait. It didn't focus.
Whoa, wait, it's very loud. They're really going for it.
I saw the
What is going on?
It's a storm, it's a silent storm.
It might be quite far away.
That is a thunder. That was a thunder.
No, thunder's the sound, you melon.
Sorry, that was the lightning. Why isn't it raining?
What you look happen? Oh wow!
It's the calm before the storm passes.
What is going on?
You do get a lot of thunder when it's
Maybe
like
it is
quite
some
dry
sort
in
of
the air.
spatial atmospheric phenomenon. It just so happens we watched a movie about that very thing.
We're in the mall, everyone. Han Solo is real, guys. There it is. I hear it now.
Yeah, there's the thunder. Look at the calm before the storm. Then the storm.
Oh wow! That's freaking mental.
I'm like, don't want to put my thing down. It's still daylight. Like, you can still see the daylight.
Yeah.
That is the weird part about this.
And there's no noise either.
Exactly. So that means it's going to be another half hour before anything happens. It's still lightning. Nope, the rain's just started to fall. It's a really good light show if you want at the middle of the day. So, day 3 is finished and I forgot to do some stuff for day 2. I've done a lot of recording for day 2, but I haven't really recorded much for day 3. So I'll go through day 2 first. So at the end of day 2, we were able to do a few cosplay meetups that we don't regularly get to do on the stand. And mostly I kind of do it on the grounds, like if we don't have it on the stand, what's the point? You know, if you're not going to tell the group that matters to the situation, what's the point? So we were able to meet up with the Splatoon, in order, the Pokemon crew, the Fire Emblem crew, and the Splatoon 2 crew. When that was able to be, when that was done, we managed to get some of them on stage. I say we managed, but really it was just them, and they just, it worked, the plan worked sort of scenario. The stage host noticed them, and luckily they got on stage. That's just it, really. There's nothing I could have really planned on that. It's just more I just wanted you guys to be noticed. Wanted the cosplayers to be noticed. And then at the end of the tournament during the break, we all met up again with the Splatoon 2 crew, and then we took some photos, which I'll probably link somewhere somehow. Which there should be a selfie of at some point. So yeah, that was the end of day 2. Day 3 was a much more chill day for me personally, because most of the stuff I had to do was all management wise. It was kind of already decided. I kind of knew what I needed to do, why I needed to do it, and where I needed to do it. And then we took the Nintendo Player stuff, sorry, not Nintendo Player stuff. We somehow managed to get into contact with the Zelda crew somehow. We missed them on the Saturday, and because they apparently had come to the stand, but we couldn't see them. And that's kind of what I was trying to say, is hey, we need you to actually contact someone. We need you to actually tell us that you exist, otherwise we can't do anything. It's kind of the same problem. So we told everyone to, somehow we managed to get a little group together. And not even that much. Usually Zelda's the biggest group in general, but this was the first one where it was oh, okay, we're gonna just deal with the Thing crew. We're just gonna deal with the not the Zelda crew. This is the first time we're dealing with some form of a crew. Usually, like I said, it's usually a little bit bigger. We're gonna do a little tiny one. I'd say about a third would be the amount that turned up. Usually there's about, I think based on last year's, it was 60 when they did the record attempt. So I would assume there would have been about 30 on the regular. And we managed to do a meet up there. And then finally we managed to do, and somehow, because I was able to do a interview with Patricia Somerset, the voice of Zelda, a few months back, we were able to do a meet up at the end during that point in the day, and she was in between stuff. She was busy, but she made her way to the Nintendo stand, and she came down and she tried to do her best to try and like actually take in stuff, but it was very hard. It was very hard for anybody to be able to take in stuff at 10 minutes of a short notice. And I wanted to try and get something to happen, although I was like super busy. It was like, hey, I promised these guys that I would meet them up, but I couldn't take this away from them too. So managed to do a shortening Zelda meetup. And we got Patricia to take part, which was awesome. Thank you, Patricia. And finally, we end the day, like we did a lot of pack down, we did all the stuff we were supposed to do pretty much. And yeah, can't really think of what else to really say here, except today was a largely good day. It was successful in the sense that we managed to pull off something that we don't regularly get to do, which was actually prove that some of the cosplayers for brands exist. Oh, okay, I messed up on the door thing. It says, please use other door. It's kind of weird because I see cones in front of the doors and I'm very confused. Anyway, yeah. So managing to do all that, and we did all the pack down stuff for the stand. And admittedly, like I ended way after everyone else has buzzed. So everyone else has gone home, everyone else has had fun at MCM, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go try and socialize. And I didn't really get to meet that many people, although there were some people who did meet, who recognized me from the stand. And you'd think that, oh, that would be quite obvious, but it's like that doesn't happen as often as you think. Like when people meet up with you on the stand, it does not usually relate. So yeah, we managed to do some things, and I was happy with the way things turned out. Hopefully I haven't said anything that I wasn't supposed to say, but generally speaking, I don't think anything went wrong there. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of day 3 of MCM. A highlight would be we met up with, I've forgotten her surname, but Letitia would be one, meeting up with her, and meeting up with Patricia was an awesome one. Hello. There was another thing, Hyper Japan. So last year at Hyper Japan, there was this one person who was just playing Splatoon 2 all day, and she came back and met me, and she was wanting to say hello and wanted to thank me, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so busy. I want to say thank you as well. I want to like talk to you proper, but I don't have enough time right now. I need to go do things. But if you are out there, thank you very much for coming to see me. Thank you very much for saying hello. And if you are about, please do say hello again. Hopefully I can get you at a time where I'm not talking, when I'm not too busy. All right, I'll see you guys on the next part of the vlog. Bye. I know.
By now, I know.
Just doing like a quick recording.
Are you doing
a recording. Duck!
goose.
Now all they heard. My friend has just been here for the first time in 2 years. She's so amazed.
Ew.
So, I was pretty late to this video. I'm trying to finish it, but there's just one thing that's missing, and that's kind of what's inside this bag. So, about 2-3 months ago, I went to MCM London, and a friend of mine went to Japan fairly recently and gave me a bunch of stuff. This bag may look small, but there's a lot of stuff inside. I already know the contents inside, so I can't really give you like a live reaction type thing, but I did want to show it off and show people. So, we'll just get straight into it. I'm just trying to figure out how to hold the camera. So first things first, we got this little bath bomb. So Splatoon fans will appreciate this. It's inside, there's like a little toy as well. I think it's one of these. One of these things. I have no idea what it is though. So I've been holding off from actually using it until I knew what I wanted to do next. But yeah, it's one of these little things. I haven't used it yet. So I've actually held this for 2 months before I even had a chance to use it. And then, oh yeah. So we got one of these Platoon 2 gacha keychains. A friend of mine was able to get loads of these, and she got one for me. So, oh yeah, I should thank Anna. Thank you, Anna, for the thing. Much appreciated. I don't know if it moves. It feels like it moves, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think it moves. Yeah, it moves. So we'll get to do that. And then, thirdly, we got one of these. It's a gacha Pokemon thing, and I think there's if I remember correctly. There is. Oh, if you're hearing what the big sound is on my right, it's a fan. It's a big Mimikyu. How cute! Thank you, Mimikyu. That's the same size. I'll move that to the right, to the left. What is that? So I got Competo. Thank you very much for that. So good. Thank you very much. I always love Competo. I always like these are the star bits. They remind me of the star bits from Odyssey. Sorry, Super Mario Galaxy. So that's the reason why. It's actually the person who you saw in the video earlier on. I'll probably post a picture. Saw one of these. So this postcard's kind of bent because my mum kind of handled it in the past few months, but it is from the thing. And then this came along with it. So we got these little 2 things. So she went to, while she was in Japan, she went to the Square Enix Cafe. And we're big Nier Automata fans, so we've been trying to like collect some stuff. So this is actually pretty shiny and actually pretty well kept by comparatives. So it's the character I don't know so well, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure someone will tell me what the character's name is, but that's one of them. That's a Coaster from Nier Replicant. And apparently these were random. Like, you get given these and you get different characters. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's pull. Come on. Don't get stuck now. There you go. That's one of the dangerouses of keeping things thing. And that is also from Replicant, but I think I recognize this one because this one's she's from Gestalt as well, but apparently I think her name's Popola. If I remember correctly. That's her name. So yeah, that's the back of that. So we'll put that to the left. And of course, the thing I liked the most, because she didn't know what to get me in terms of like the Competo, she got me one of these, which is also really cool. It's basically a bento done in Japanese sweets, and it's actually really nice, and I really can't wait to like open this and see what's going on. So yeah, thank you, Anna, much appreciated. And yeah, that's kind of my little haul thing, if it actually zooms and focuses. Come on. Oh, hang on, if I do this. There we go. So thank you very much, Anna, for all the little trinkets from Japan. Much appreciated. And hopefully I can owe back in some way, but thank you in the meantime. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me in this little vlog. Bye bye.